Hello and a very good afternoon. It's 1 p.m. time for Verdict 2015 on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. Here are this afternoon's Verdict headlines. General V.K. Singh's remark over Dalit killings is latest fodder for Bihar's Grand Alliance against the NDA. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar expresses disgust over remark. Bihar poll verdict will settle the reservation issue, says JDU Chief Sharad Yadav. Also adds there is no third front in Bihar and the electoral fight in the state is a direct one. Flanked by the Ganga on both sides, Raghupur constituency can be accessed only by boats. Citizens' cries have only fallen on deaf ears. All they want is a sturdy bridge. And in focus today, Hajipur, the Lok Sabha constituency that has long been the bastion of the LJP's Ramvilas Paswan. Well, our top focus in the election coverage today is Union Minister V.K. Singh's comment while responding to the Faridabad Dalit burning incident. V.K. Singh has said that the centre can't be blamed if somebody throws a stone at a dog. The opposition is cornering the centre for the statement seeking his sacking. The remark has become the latest ammunition for the Grand Alliance in Bihar to target the NDA. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and RJD Supremo Lalu Prasad criticized Singh for the remark. Kumar tweeted saying he was aghast at the senseless comment made by some BJP leaders. Lalu Yadav also wondered what was happening in the country with central ministers making disparaging remarks. Refusing to buy the Union Minister's clarification, the RJD leader said Singh's remarks represented the original thoughts of the RSS.
There are two separate remarks altogether. Somebody has mixed them up and tried to portray something which was not there. All that was said is, government is not responsible for every local incident that happens.
हम ऐसे ही वाक्यों का चयन करके बोलें, यह सावधानी बरतने की ज़्यादा आवश्यकता है।
जी, सर
क्योंकि हम यह कहकर नहीं बच सकते कि इसकी गलत व्याख्या हुई है। हम सबको स्वयं सावधानी इस बात की बरतनी पड़ेगी ताकि उसकी गलत व्याख्या करने की गुंजाइश न हो।
Came to know from the media, from the news clippings, V.K. Singh has already put his apology. He has categorically denied the statement and put his apology. If at all he has hurt anybody, he has point blankly put his apology.
India has diverse faiths. Within those faiths, there are diverse practices. Within the Hindu pantheon, there are 1 million gods which are worshipped. There are 1,000 different ways in which marriages are performed. Now, do we want to wipe out that entire diversity and put the stamp of uniformity on it? That is not the essence of India.
स्टेट जो भारत सरकार में मंत्री है वीके सिंह ने यह कल बयान दिया कि कुत्तों को पत्थर फेंका जाए तो इससे प्रधानमंत्री का दोष नहीं है। चुल्लू भर पानी में डूब जाना चाहिए इन लोगों को और लगातार दलितों की कमजोर वर्गों की मतलब अत्याचार हो रहा है वहाँ पर बीजेपी शासित राज्य में।
ये देखिए, पूरे तौर पे इस तरह की स्थिति से निपटने की जवाबदेही राज्य की सरकार के ऊपर होती है। राज्य की सरकार को देखना चाहिए था। जवाबदेही से राज्य की सरकार बच नहीं सकती है। मुझको लगता है कि अभी मुनासिब नहीं है, इस तरह का बयान नहीं होना चाहिए, यह ठीक नहीं है।
इससे पहले भी कई अवसरों पर उन्होंने गैर जिम्मेदाराना वक्तव्य दिए हैं। आने वाले लोकसभा के सत्र में, राज्यसभा के सत्र में, संसद के सत्र में दादरी और दलितों पर अत्याचार संसद के मुख्य मुद्दे बनेंगे।
Joining me for a chat this afternoon to talk about this is the Deputy Resident Editor of the Hindustan Times. Joining me from Bihar, rayatulkrishna. Very good afternoon and thank you for joining me on the program. You know, as far as the BJP is concerned, it seems to be the season of scoring own goals as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. You know, it started off with the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat making comments about the reservation, and now, of course, the latest one in a series of such incidents is General VK Singh. Now, whether he meant it or not is a different thing altogether, but it clearly is hurting the image of the party.
It certainly is. You see, the problem in this election has been what are known as motor mouths. People who are speaking out of turn and, trying to outdo the other person by way of, making some kind of extravagant statement. Now, Mr. VK Singh may have meant something totally different, but the impression that he conveyed was subject to various kind of interpretations. And to have, this is something which the NDA doesn't need in this election. People, senior ministers speaking things which are liable to be, as they put it, misinterpreted. So I just heard Mr. Rajnath Singh say that, you should rather shun, that kind of discourse rather than, come out later and say, whoa, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. So I think, not just the NDA, all parties, but particularly the NDA, because it is in office and at the national level, their people need to be a little more cautious about what they say, lest it may be misinterpreted by the rivals to score political points. And that is something which the NDA doesn't need just when 2 rounds of elections have been held in Bihar and 3 more rounds are to go. So, I would, I think caution should be the byword in such matters.
Indeed, caution should be addressed by some of these political leaders as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. But, if you look at it from a larger perspective, the BJP was ahead just before the election started in Bihar. Many pollsters even pipped the BJP or the NDA alliance to win there in Bihar. But after a series of these kind of incidents, do you believe that the scales have tipped in favor of the Grand Alliance now?
Frank, I am actually stunned by the way this election is being reported both by the print media and by the television channels. You see, only 2 rounds of elections have been held in Bihar out of 5. Only 81 seats have gone to the polls out of 243. 162 seats still remain to be voted for. And we already have people falling over each other trying to write the electoral epitaph of the NDA. I mean, this to my mind is not reporting. You can report nuances saying that, yes, earlier it was this, now it is this. But, to actually say, and actually say it in a celebratory tone, oh ho ho, NDA has lost the plot. I don't think that is the case. I think a lot of battles are still remain to be fought in this election, and I'm sure that these statements are not doing any good to the NDA cause. But NDA remains a strong force in this election, and I won't put it past it to tip the scales, vis-a-vis the Grand Alliance in the final reckoning. What I'm saying is nothing can be said about the outcome of this election at this stage, and a lot of battles, as I said it, still remain to be.
Indeed, a lot of battles still remain to be fought, and 3 major ones, of course, on the 28th of October, 1st of November and the 5th of November as well. Do stay with us, Rayatulkrishna. I'm going to come back to you for a reaction on the next story that we're tracking here on Verdict 2015 as well. JDU Chief Sharad Yadav has said that the poll verdict of Bihar will settle the issue of reservation in favor of the quota beneficiaries permanently. The JDU leader added that both the issues of social disparity and development are important in the Bihar polls, while noting that majority of people in Bihar hail from the reserved categories. He also said that there is no third front in Bihar and the electoral fight in Bihar is a direct one. His remarks come after Pappu Yadav insisted that neither of the 2 alliances will be able to form a government in the state on their own, and the third front will have a crucial role in the next government formation. Going back to my guest right now, rayatulkrishna, Deputy Resident Editor of the Hindustan Times. As far as Sharad Yadav is concerned, it seems like, a bitter pill to swallow for him, because he's come out and lashed out against Pappu Yadav as well. Because let's not forget, Pappu Yadav, when he was with the RJD in 2015, he defeated Sharad Yadav in the general elections, and Sharad Yadav had to use the Rajya Sabha route to get into parliament. So is that something that he's still miffed about?
He's certainly miffed about not only that. He's miffed about, as far as I can understand, one more thing. In the grand alliance scheme of things, Mr. Sharad Yadav, despite being president of the JDU, has had a very peripheral role to play. Whether it's selection of candidates, whether it's the campaigning schedule, he's not the 1-2 player as it is with Mr. Nitish Kumar and with Mr. Lalu Prasad. So he has a lot to be miffed about, and Pappu Yadav, of course, he's not only person to say that Mr. Pappu Yadav may not make such a big impact in this election. A lot more people believe that to be true. But of course, he has a personal axe to grind so far as Pappu is concerned, having defeated him in Madhya Sabha Lok Sabha election, Madhepura, and having had to take the Rajya Sabha route to get back in parliament. But as I said, that is not the only reason why he is miffed. He has much more to be miffed about.
Indeed. All right. We'll have to leave it at that. Thank you so much, rayatulkrishna, for joining us on the program and putting things into perspective for us. On that note, we'll slip into a short break. Much more lined up for you from poll-bound Bihar on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Tales that inspire, stories of social change. A salute to diversity, promoting public discourse. Events that motivate, inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries every Friday at 10:30 p.m., Saturday 12:30 p.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, campaigning will be in full swing today for the 3rd, 4th and 5th phases of elections in Bihar. BJP President Amit Shah will address several rallies in Bihar. From the Grand Alliance, RJD Chief Lalu Prasad Yadav and Chief Minister Nitish Kumar will also address public meetings. In fact, Nitish addressed a rally a short while back. The 3rd phase of Bihar Assembly Elections will be held on the 28th of October, whereas 4th and 5th phases will go to polls in November.
हमारा डीएनए वही है जो सब बिहारियों का डीएनए है, जिसका इतिहास गौरवशाली है, इस धरती का डीएनए है। अगर वही है तो फिर इनको चुनाव के दिन 1 नवंबर को अपने वोट के जरिए इनको कड़ा जवाब दीजिएगा। कभी लालू जी को शैतान।
Here's a look at some other election news in our segment Polpuri. Well, former Deputy Chief Minister Sushil Kumar Modi has alleged that poor families are not getting subsidized food grains and sugar as a result of collapsed public distribution system in a Nitish Kumar-led Bihar government. In a statement, Modi said that despite the reduction of fuel prices by the centre, the situation has not improved in Bihar. Bollywood veteran and BJP MP Hema Malini has said that the Rashtriya Janata Dal President Lalu Prasad would have to wait till November 8th to know the winner of the Bihar Assembly Elections. Hema Malini was reacting to Lalu's jibe that even she would not be able to prevent the BJP's defeat in the ongoing polls. Hema Malini has been addressing several rallies across the state to drum up support for the NDA candidates. Political cartoons and tableaus which have remained an integral part of Dussehra festivities in Bihar over the years are missing from the puja pandals this year due to the model code of conduct enforced in the state. Organizers of numerous puja celebrations across Patna and elsewhere have refrained from putting up any cartoon or tableaus lampooning the politicians or depicting controversial incidents. Moving on now, Raghupur is one of the hot seats in the Bihar Assembly election. Flanked by the Ganga on both sides, the constituency can be accessed only by boat or when the river is benign on a pontoon bridge. Between May and November, the bridge is out of bounds because of floods and strong river currents. A permanent bridge is the one perennial question in the minds of voters in election after election.
Raghupur in Vaishali district, the political bastion of two former chief ministers of Bihar, Lalu Prasad and his wife Rabri Devi. The small town is located just 29 kilometers from the capital city Patna. But the distance from Patna's Kachi Ghat to Raghupur can be covered only at one's own risk. The only commute is a ferry that regularly carries local residents, their vehicles and animals. In election season, even cars find a place on them. Tejasvi Yadav, the 25-year-old son of Lalu and Rabri Devi, is making his political debut from here. Although it's been the family's pocket bureau for 20 years. Tejasvi's mother lost to the JDU candidate in 2010.
उनको यहाँ की जनता ने मौका देने का काम किया, मगर जिस हिसाब से मौका देने का काम किया, वो लोग आप जाइएगा क्षेत्र वगैरह इन लोगों से पूछेगा तो खाली भोज खाने वाले नेता के नाम से प्रसिद्ध हैं.
The presence of so many political heavyweights hasn't helped the infrastructure here. Situated between two streams of the Ganga, Raghupur is a river island. With no roads, villagers manage to navigate the streams when the waters are low. Local residents can complain of political neglect all they want, but there isn't much to choose from.
काम सड़क पुल तो कुछ बना नहीं है राघोपुर में।
गरीब आदमी के सब हरिजन है। हम बात बता देते हैं, यहाँ काम क्यों नहीं होता है? यहाँ जो है जितना भी जनता है, जो भी नेता है अपना पेंच फंसा के रखते हैं। पेंच इसलिए फंसा के रखते हैं कि हम चुनाव आवे उस समय हम काम करें।
Sitting MLA Satish Kumar Rai is the man Tejasvi Yadav has replaced. Denied a ticket this time, he is contesting on a BJP ticket. Rai claims he is confident of a victory and doesn't fail to mention that he is also a Yaduvanshi, the same as Tejasvi.
देखिए लालू जी के बेटे इसका तो लाभ उनको मिलेगा ही प्रचार प्रसार में, लेकिन वोट बैंक उनका है नहीं। लालू जी का वोट बैंक टूट चुका और अब वो समय चला गया कि वो यदुवंशियों को कह के एक पैर पर खड़ा हो जाए, अब खड़ा होने वाला नहीं है।
Amid the prestige battle for Tejasvi and the RJD, the Yadavs and the Rajputs, Raghupur will be looking for a permanent bridge that will perhaps finally connect them to the outside world. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Meanwhile, Patna's Mahatma Gandhi Bridge is one of the most prominent structures in Bihar. In a sense, it also reflects its state of development. The bridge that connects the east and the west regions is in need of urgent maintenance, and the growing number of vehicles makes traffic jams a routine feature.
Bihar's famous bridge, the Mahatma Gandhi Setu. It used to be the lifeline of the state at one time, but it's falling apart now. So much so that people fear for their safety when they travel on it.
पुराना पुल है, अभी तक बिहार सेंट्रल अभी तक नया पुल जो बन रही है अभी तक कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है। हम लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है इस पुल से।
ऐसे यही सोच कर निकलते हैं कि ओ गॉड सेतु पर कहीं जाम मत लग जाए। जाम मतलब पार करने में बहुत 3-4 घंटे लग सकते हैं अगर लगता है तो।
In 1982, then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi dedicated the bridge to the nation. The bridge not only connects two cities, Patna and Hajipur, but also the two shores of the Ganga. The 6-kilometer-long bridge even found itself a place in the record books for its size. But the fact remains the structure that came up in 1982 started showing cracks in 1990 itself. Improper maintenance made matters worse.
अब भारत सरकार कहती है कि हमने पुल के लिए इतना पैसा दिया। बिहार सरकार का ये कहना है कि हमको वो पैसा, जिस पैसे की बात करना है वो हमको मिला नहीं, या तो इस तरह से एक आरोप प्रत्यारोप का भी सिलसिला चला लंबे समय तक, लेकिन इसमें जो नुकसान हुआ, जो सफ़र किया, वो बिहार के लोग हैं।
82 crore rupees was spent on the construction of the bridge, but subsequent repairs cost over 115 crore. They haven't improved matters much. The conditions under the bridge are even worse.
लेकिन कमजोर है, बराबर बने गड़बड़ाते रहता है, टूटते रहता है, यही सब होता है बराबर। डैमेज है हाँ।
तो अब लोगों के पास साधन तो कोई दूसरा है ही नहीं।
तो साधन कोई नहीं है।
No election passes without political parties promising repairs or even a better bridge to replace this one. Needless to say, they are quickly forgotten. Today, Bihar needs a new bridge to speed up its development. Ravindra Sheron's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
It's time for a short break now, but we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hottest topics.
If you can facilitate the opening up and the expansion of the international border trade, you can add to the economy.
370 धारा जो है वो जम्मू कश्मीर को मुल्क के साथ जोड़े रखती है.
Candid confessions.
The Congress has not been able to communicate.
We have to revive our links with the masses.
World-class healthcare is available to only a handful of people in this country.
Courting controversies.
A lot of leaders today think that they rule by divine right.
Now, media has become manageable.
Watch RSTV engage personalities to the point. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Thursday, 1:30 and 5:30 p.m.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha Television. Well, the birthplace of Jayaprakash Narayan, Chapra, is going to polls on October 28th. Even after years of representation in the Assembly by former Bihar Chief Minister Lalu Prasad, the district remains marginalized even today. Here's a detailed report on the district.
Chapra is the district of Jayaprakash Narayan, the hero of the revolution that followed the emergency. The Janata Dal family has been the undisputed leaders of Chapra for a long time. It won't be wrong to say that Lalu Yadav has been the political identity of Chapra for a long time, since 1977. But his popularity has been on the wane in recent decades. In the last Lok Sabha elections, Lalu's wife and former Chief Minister Rabri Devi lost to the BJP's Rajiv Pratap Rudy. Despite these setbacks, Lalu Yadav plays an important role in the politics of Chapra. After joining hands with Nitish Kumar, the political equations in Chapra have been altered. But there is no dearth of issues in the former Chief Minister's constituency.
वर्षों से जिन मुद्दों पे हमेशा से कैंडिडेट्स लड़ते रहे हैं, उसका कोई समाधान अभी नहीं हुआ है.
In the 2010 elections, the JDU bagged 4 seats and the BJP and RJD bagged 3 seats each. The BJP won from Taraiya, Garkha and Sonpur in 2010. The JDU won the Pasra, Amnor, Manji and Ekma seats, while the RJD bagged the Baniapur, Chapra and Madhor seats. The BJP is contesting on 8 out of the 10 seats this time, while the other NDA constituents will be contesting in the remaining 2 seats. On the other hand, the JDU will contest from 2 seats here, while the RJD will fight from 7 and the Congress on 1 seat from this assembly constituency. All parties are confident of their victory.
हमें अन्य राज्यों में जिस प्रकार से अपनी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार चला रहे हैं और विकास करके दिखाया है, वह स्वरूप बिहार में भी दिखाई देगा.
आरजेडी को लोग नकार नहीं रहे हैं. वो कल जो घर घर मोदी कह रहे थे, आज गड़बड़ मोदी कह रहे हैं.
One of the main issues plaguing this region is the lack of any good educational institution. Also, lack of a good hospital is testimony to the poor health infrastructure here. Unemployment is also a big issue, with mills shut. But despite such pressing issues, politics continues to be played on caste lines.
यहाँ समस्याओं पे नहीं लड़ा जाता है, ज्यादा जात के आधार पर लड़ा जाता है. जब आप इलेक्शन के 2-3 दिन पहले रातों रात यहाँ पे वोट जो है कन्वर्ट हो जाता है जात के आधार पे.
The only concern among locals is whoever comes to power, they should work towards resolving issues plaguing the area. Ravindra Sheron's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, barely a few days from today, voters from Vaishali's Hajipur constituency will be casting their ballots to decide who will represent them in the state assembly. The seat is held by the BJP. The Lok Sabha constituency has for long been the bastion of Ramvilas Paswan of the Lok Janshakti party. Here's more.
Vaishali district has 8 assembly constituencies. Hajipur is the district headquarters. It has the offices of the district collector, the superintendent of police and other top officials. The BJP's Nityanand Roy was the MLA since 2000. He gave up the seat to current MLA aspirant to Avdesh Singh. In the last elections in 2010, Roy got 52,528 votes. The RJD's Rajendra Rai came second with 46,401 votes. Ramvilas Paswan of the Lok Janshakti Party is the MP from the constituency.
मूलभूत समस्या है जाम का पहला, और दूसरा है पानी का, सीवरेज का, जो थोड़े सा बरसात होने पर पूरा हाजीपुर जलमग्न हो जाता है, और जाम तो रहती ही है। तीसरा हो गया लाइन, जिस समय बच्चा पढ़ते हैं, पढ़ाई के लिए बैठते हैं, उस समय लाइन कट जाती है।
हाजीपुर में जितने इंडस्ट्रियल में जितने फैक्ट्री बंद पड़े हैं, अगर उनको चालू कर दिया जाए, जितने बेरोजगार जो बैठे हुए हैं, जो बाहर जाकर कमा रहे हैं, तमाम लोगों को रोजगार भी मिल जाएगा और इससे हाजीपुर का काफ़ी विकास होगा।
Congested roads, traffic jams and a general lack of water scarcity are the common issues in the constituency. Residents claim that joblessness could be tackled if the locked out factories in the Hajipur industrial area are opened once again. Corruption is another problem that needs attention.
बिजली नहीं है, पानी नहीं है, विकास के काम नहीं है, बिहार सरकार कुछ नहीं सोच रही है।
भ्रष्टाचार है, अफसरशाही चीज।
अच्छा, किसानों के लिए अफसरशाही, अगर भ्रष्टाचार खत्म हो जाएगा तो किसान का अपने आप को हर काम टाइम पर समय पर मिलेगा। सरकार से जो अनुदान की राशि जो मिलती है, सहायता जो मिलती है, अपने आप उसके नजदीक पहुंच जाएगा।
Hajipur will go to polls in the phase 3 on October 28th. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that's it on this edition of Verdict 2015. Have a good day.